Couple thoughts from me on this whole point. The one point in the Biden special counsel report that I don't think has received near enough attention is the fact that U.S. senators and or vice presidents do not have any legal authority to take classified documents with them or take them home or take them to a private office. Period. Full stop. It is illegal. This point is absolutely crucial to the whole discussion of the Robert Hur special counsel report. Now, let me quote the great Victor David Hanson. Quote, Special counsel Robert Hur just found Joe Biden was guilty of violating national security laws in removing classified documents after examining then Senator and Vice President Biden's some 15-year habit of removing classified files to his offices and residence. It was a 15-year habit. And Victor goes on, where they were stored in unsecured fashion. Period. End of story. And then Victor concludes, Biden has no putative right, as did Trump as president, to declassify files he took home. And then Trump's Mar-a-Lago walled-off, surveyed estate guarded by the Secret Service was a lot more secure than Biden's rickety garage. The point is, Mr. Trump was covered by the Presidential Records Act. That gives him authority to declassify documents and to transport them into a safe and secure location. Only presidents have that authority. Nobody else has it. Therefore, what Mr. Biden did was unlawful for a period of 15 years, taking documents from the Senate and the vice presidency. The law further states that if you want to use classified documents for a book or whatever, well, you can read them in a secure SCIF in the National Archives building. Now, the Hur report does say that Biden knew he had possession of the classified Afghanistan documents after the vice presidency, and he chose to keep those documents knowing he was violating the law. The Hur report, in fact, states Biden discovered these classified documents back in 2017 when he was talking about the topic with his ghostwriter. So when Mr. Biden and his people say a year ago, whatever, they suddenly discovered classified documents in his garage, and then they rushed pell-mell to tell the Justice Department and the archives and anyone else who would listen, this is just another Biden untruth. He's known for years, and he had been pulling this trick for as long as 15 years, going back to his Senate days. Of course, the double standard here is that Donald Trump was accused of willfully retaining classified materials, but again, under the Presidential Records Act, he didn't do anything wrong. It's a two-tiered justice system. Now, former prosecutor Andy McCarthy argues that, and I'm going to quote Andy McCarthy, if you're at the point where you're saying what a jury would assess, what that means is you have already drawn the conclusion that there is enough evidence to indict the person and enough evidence perhaps to let the jury decide the case. This is a key insight. Robert Hur's musings about potential juries kind of reminds you of James Comey's merry-go-round with Hillary Clinton, just saying. And then, of course, regarding the Hur report description of Biden's so-called limited memory, which would somehow get him off in front of a jury. Well, that raises the point. If you can't remember anything, and if you keep confusing everything, events, people, dates, well, how can you be president and commander-in-chief? Again, I turn to Andy McCarthy, who said Hur's findings contain evidence to invoke Section 4 of the 25th Amendment, which empowers the vice president, along with the majority of those in the cabinet, to remove a president from office if he or she is judged to be incapable of fulfilling presidential duties. Quote, his fitness for office is a major issue here, end quote, Mr. McCarthy told Fox News. All the Biden White House attempts to discredit the Hur report are going to fall on deaf ears around the country, believe me. Joe Biden's in a heap of trouble, and he's trying to untruth his way out of it. But I'm going to predict it will not work. The Biden presidency is broken. That's my view, and that's my riff.